My name is Shai Gutman. I'm a director of business development at Cognata. Cognata is an autonomous and ADAS simulation platform for autonomous vehicles. And in the past few months, we have been working on our off-road military robotic solution, and I'm happy to share it with you. Please feel free to ask questions, whatever you need, even now or in the next 5 minutes. Let's jump in. So Cognata is a 5-year-old startup company located in Israel. We're about 50 employees, backed by investors from many different countries. So far, we've raised $23 million. And we've been working with most of the tier ones and OEMs in the private sectors for the past few years. So why do we exist? Autonomous vehicles, ADAS systems, suffer all from one big problem. It's very hard to train AI systems using real data. It's hard to apprehend. It's hard to annotate, and eventually it requires a lot of work in order to take an AI system, test it, validate it, and then certify it. Naturally, if we look at this graph, we're talking about autonomous systems coming all the way from L1 till L5, where L1 is just relatively simple safety features such as a front camera or lane keep assist, and L4 and L5 are full autonomous vehicles. We know that just to validate an L2, which is a safety system such as a Mobileye camera, require around 1 million driven miles, and that's a huge effort. And then when moving to L4 and L5, we're talking about billions of miles which are required. And those are huge numbers. And we believe that those numbers can be mitigated significantly by using simulation platforms such as ours. So lately we have also started to work with military robotic application. We're offering our off-road robotics application and also some new innovation regarding some airborne systems, and I will share it in a second. So what are the challenges in military robotics? Naturally, training autonomous platforms on digital twins and rare assets are very hard. Some of the assets that you would like to identify are very hard to photo and replicate, and those can be done easily using a simulation. It's very hard to create realistic sensor models and of course uncommon sensors. And then we're talking about the scalability that we have solved using cloud platform. How do we do that magic, so to speak? So we're dividing our technology into 4 different layers. We're creating a digital twin of the required area that you would like to practice on. It can be a desert, it can be a forest, any different country. We're using satellite images and all kinds of other assets, and then we replicate it and create it in our virtual world. On the dynamic phase, we're adding behavior models to make the simulation as realistic as possible. And then we are modeling the customer sensors. It can be cameras, radar, LiDAR, thermal. We have a very special method of doing that. Since it's a very short presentation, I won't deep dive into that. But later on, if you'd like to hear more, feel free to ask. And last but not least, we are doing a very massive amount of analysis and data generation in the cloud. Simulating a lot of miles is very, very heavy in terms of GPUs and storage. And we are taking the advantage of cloud platform, can be a private cloud, can be a public cloud, in order to do that. So eventually we're providing a platform which is a web-based UI that you can basically drag and drop and recreate many different scenarios and sessions. We enable the customers to work on their own maps, upload their own asset, or use our very, very large assets library. And naturally, we also offer modules for safety and regulations in order to make sure that the off-road vehicles and solutions are safe. So a little bit about our off-road simulation. It's important to understand everything that you see here are just screenshots taken directly from a simulation platform.
30-second warning.
Okay, so I will run really, really fast. So in terms, we are solving both perception what you see and prediction, how do you drive. We enable you to drive in many different terrains. We enable you to practice on many, many different angles, heights, and so on, identify whether you can drive or not. And I will quickly go into the movie that I would like you to see. So this is a 40-second movie. Hopefully you can give me a few more seconds. This is basically our simulation platform live, in live action. You can define whatever you would like in those aspects, whether you would like to test whether you can identify perception, or just you are capable of running over those obstacles. You can check your vehicle dynamics. You can do those things in the night. You can change different sensors. You see your cameras, but everything can be done with LiDARs, with thermal, and so on and so forth. And of course, you can also do it from a flight perspective. So use cases for our simulation. It can be used for annotation, for fast machine learning. It can be used to train autonomous vehicle stacks, and it can be used for validation and safety. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Opening up the floor for
Happy to
questions.
take questions.
Yeah, Shah, hi, this is Derek Gortz, Director of Business Development for AI and ML programs at AeroVironment. Are you, thank you for your presentation, it was very interesting. Are you looking to raise or build awareness? Because I think your tech is something that might be interested to us as we train our algorithms, our computer vision algorithms for autonomy and perception.
So currently we are not looking to raise money. We're definitely looking for partners, for customers, for awareness, and we'll be happy to talk later on.
Great, I already emailed you, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Just a quick question. I'm Sarah from Defense Innovation Unit. How many users do you have on the platform today?
You're talking about customers, naturally.
Yep. How many customers?
So from the military side, we have one customer that we have done all the development with. It's naturally a local customer. From the commercial side, we have above 10 large customers, including large OEMs, tier ones, and we are building our portfolio.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have you done any work with the U.S. government or military or anything like that, please? Did I miss that? I think I mentioned that or something in the middle.
Can you please?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Have you done any work with the U.S. government or U.S. military?
So not yet. We've just started this effort, and hopefully soon we can start.
So just a quick use case question. Would it suffice to say that you're capable of taking a sensor feed and assessing the usability of a specific pathway for, like, say, an all-terrain vehicle or a Humvee or any sort of light armored vehicle through an ISR feed, or is that an applicable use case for you?
So yes and no. So we are capable of creating the entire scenario and simulation around that, but eventually, once the customer would approach us, we will connect his AI brain into our simulation. So eventually the assessment will be done by him, and we will provide all the inputs needed to do the assessment.